Thank you, Greg. Former President Donald Trump is expected to be arraigned this afternoon at the federal courthouse in Washington, D.C. on 4 felony charges related to his alleged conduct following the 2020 election. One of the 45th president's former cabinet members spoke out on Tuesday regarding the latest indictment against Trump. Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo hammered the Biden administration for turning justice on its head, posting, quote, "Blind justice with no favor based on political party is one of our most important founding principles. The Biden administration has turned this on its head," end quote. Pompeo had considered seeking the Republican nomination for president in 2024, but in April he decided against it.
Our former Fox News host Tucker Carlson on Wednesday posted an interview he did with Hunter Biden's former business associate Devon Archer. It was Archer's first media appearance since his bombshell testimony on Monday before the House Oversight Committee. First up, Archer responding to Carlson, asking if Joe Biden understood that there were business associates of his son Hunter's in the room during certain meetings when Joe Biden was on speakerphone.
Yeah, I think I can definitively say at particular dinners or meetings, he knew there were business associates. And
the conversation turned to Hunter's use of Joe Biden as a powerful demonstration of what a potential client would have access to if he hired Hunter to lobby for the given company.
To be, completely clear on the calls, I don't know if it was an orchestrated call-in or not. It certainly was powerful, though, because if you're sitting with a foreign business person and you hear the vice president's voice, that's prize enough.
Then, after confirming Joe Biden met with Devon Archer around 20 times, Tucker Carlson revealed a personal letter from Joe Biden to Devon Archer showing Biden understood his son's foreign business deals.
Dear Devon, I apologize for not getting a chance to talk to you at the luncheon yesterday. I was having trouble getting away from hosting President Hu Jintao, who was running China at that point. I hope I get a chance to see you again soon with Hunter. I hope you enjoyed lunch. Thanks for coming. Sincerely, Joseph R. Biden Jr. P.S. Handwritten, happy you guys are together. He's a vice president of the United States,
right,
and he's talking about foreign business deals with you and thanking you for that.
I think, again, it goes back to my earlier point I think I hit the jackpot in finding the regulatory environment or company that can navigate right to the top. But, obviously, as time was told, being a little bit too close to the sun ends up burning you.
Advantage. These are not business guys. This is the vice president of the United States. He's not allowed to be working on businesses with foreign governments while he's vice president. I don't think.
Not that I know of.
Devon Archer told Tucker Carlson that the specific skills Hunter Biden brought to clients on behalf of their business was ultimately assuring the client they would enlist the Biden brand in Washington. Tim.
It appears, Mike, the special counsel in Donald Trump's classified document case made a false claim. On Monday, Jack Smith's team admitted to incorrectly claiming back on July 18th that they turned over evidence to be reviewed by the defense when, in fact, they did not. Prosecutors acknowledged the not properly handling the surveillance footage as evidence as they prepared to indict Mar-a-Lago property manager Carlos de Oliveira. Oliveira is accused of conspiring with Trump to delete surveillance footage in connection to the classified document case. Prosecutors are required by law to disclose all evidence and information favorable to the defendant. Trump has denied deleting any video at his Florida home and said he voluntarily handed recordings over to prosecutors. Mike?
Tim, right now let's talk with constitutional attorney and Victory News contributor KrisAnne Hall. KrisAnne, welcome.
Thank you so much.
So, KrisAnne, Jack Smith's prosecuting team claimed they turned over surveillance footage evidence from Mar-a-Lago for defense to review, but, well, they did not. Do you think that is a simple mistake or a willful choice, and does it hurt the defense?
Well, I think what is important here is the law. First off, the prosecutors are required to disclose all exculpatory evidence and provide it to the defendant so that they can prepare their defense. If they do not, we've seen cases, entire cases dismissed because prosecutors have failed to disclose, government prosecutors have failed to disclose this evidence. And so what really has to happen now is the prosecution has to give that evidence now and remedy this, or be subject to sanctions if they cannot prove why they're not giving it.
And Kash Patel had a different take on Donald Trump's DOJ indictment. Listen to this.
Under the Constitution, and as a federal public defender, I know this, you are entitled not just to the discovery the government gives you, but every piece of information the government possesses and every witness they have to stand up your defense. That's due process.
So, Chrisanne, does this mean he could call Merrick Garland, Christopher Wray, and the like to testify and reveal information they have potentially hidden in these legal matters?
You know, that really is often the benefit to being sued in a matter like this. It opens the floodgates to what we call in the legal field as discovery. So the defense side has the right and every right to ask for certain access in discovery. And this really is going to be the benefit. That's why you see Trump's attorney saying we're going to relitigate this case. It's because when a prosecutor brings a charge, legally they open the door to the defense seeking evidence to provide for their own defense.
You know, in 2019, Hunter Biden shared a series of texts with his former business partner, Devon Archer, when he was struggling in their deal with the Chinese. Hunter told him, quote, "Every great family is persecuted, prosecuted. You are part of a great family, not a sideshow, not deserted by them. That's the way Bidens are different, and you are a Biden. It's a price of power." Chrisanne, if Hunter deemed Archer family, Joe Biden must have been familiar with him and the business dealings of the two of them.
You know, I think the letter that was provided, written by Joe Biden in your last segment, is sufficient evidence. I don't know what more has to happen to prove to the American people, to prove to the Department of Justice that Joe Biden is lying about this. And the irony is, when you look at the indictments that are coming against Donald Trump, the very statutes of deceit and fraud that they are accusing Donald Trump of violating are violated by Joe Biden with this particular situation.
Interesting how that is playing out.